Today, we are in the messiest E36 of all time to diagnose why something is happening right now and why my horn doesn't work after I installed a quick release. So let's get into it. So I just disassembled everything I had here and I talked to the previous owner and he told me that there's some connection you got to do under here. Now, this is your clock spring over here, right? This piece that's moving, which yours shouldn't, but mine does. That's the clock spring. These are the horn wires, right? The blue is ground and brown is power. Now these are going from this connector onto a connector over here. This goes onto this connector over here through the clock spring, correct? Now to activate the horn, all you gotta do is put power to ground. See, nothing is happening. Why? Because my car is off. Now, see, we have the horn. So basically, what I had done in my previous video is I cut the ground off like a dummy. You need to ground the horn to the ring, and then this ring to that ring, and then that ring to the horn. So there's a bunch of grounding going on. So I just reattached this. All right, as ever, it's not the most elegant, but it works. So the connection is good under here. Hopefully will continue to be. Grounded, I gotta connect this. Let's check to see if this still works. Yeah, that works. So this doesn't work, but that works. So what I'm doing here now, I have everything connected, right? Power is here, ground is here. So on my hub, this ring is called a grounding ring, right? So I have this grounding ring connected from the yellow to the black, and the black is ground. So I decided to do something different because this grounding ring has this rib. It's like has this rim over here and it sticks out, and then when I put it on here, because it's like elevated on this part, my hub isn't able to like sit flush and it's bothering me. So I'm taking this ring that the guy gave me to fit this one. If I just put it on here, if I just put it on here, the screw that holds the ground, it gets in the way. So I'm just connecting ground straight to the connector, and let's see if this works. Also, this is really annoying. This keeps happening. This connector keeps ripping off. It is. All right, y'all, so I've stolen the connector from this poor cable. So I took that one off here, put the connector here. I took the little rubber thing that they give as well because this one is toast. And now this poor connector that's had a sore life will have a nice resting place. So after some final testing, I removed completely the grounding thing because it seemed like it wasn't doing much, and evidently it wasn't, because we can see here. Oh wait, never mind. Wait a second. Yeah, that works. I guess it's just whatever material that is, probably coated or something. Cool. So now I'm just gonna screw this in and not have to worry about any rings or anything. All right, so let's see. That works. Nice. So it was really just, you know, dumb of my part. Now, my last thing is I'm trying to figure out how to put the horn in here. Can't really understand the directions. They're in Italian, and looks like it's a different piece of gear. My understanding is that this is some sort of a lock ring, and actually this, I believe, goes on here, and this is what's gonna lock the horn in here. Probably gonna go like that somehow. That connector also slipped off. I gotta go do that. Cool. So to finalize, I've noticed that this part, which is what I was using before, is probably what's gonna latch my horn button on correctly. So I'm gonna bolt this in between the wheel and the hub, and then I just sort of test fit it, and the horn button just sort of slips on there really nice. So yeah, it's gonna be fire. All right, the wheel is in. All I had to do was, there was a lock ring that was on the outside of the horn, and well, I can actually pull it out and show you guys. I'd put this lock ring on the outside over here, and that wasn't doing anything. But when you put it in these sort of poles in there, it just expands them and holds them in place. So now I can just do this and just pop it in. Perfecto da. It's not racist. The whole point of me doing this was to try to get my horn to work. And there's a few reasons why your horn isn't working. Well, actually, there's like one reason why your horn isn't working. And that is power isn't connecting to ground, right? So that's why that was the first thing I tested. It's that the power wire needs to connect to the ground wire. That connection needs to be made when you press the horn. So every step of the way, if your horn isn't working, test your connection and see if when you connect power to ground, the horn sounds, because that's how any horn is going to work. If it doesn't work, then you got to go one step back and take it from there. I knew that I'd cut the ground wire like way in the beginning of the process, so I just went straight there. But if that didn't work, then, maybe like a fuse or whatever. But if that ground wire wasn't working, or if the horn wasn't working before I put my new wheel in, then that's a different problem. But if your horn doesn't work when you put on a quick release, it's probably because whatever situation you got going on over there, power and the ground aren't connecting when you press the button. So that's pretty much what you got to chase. And then, your car is going to be your situation. But thanks for watching. Hope it helped. And I'll see you on the next one.